Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. We were just getting set up there. Some technical stuff that we had to deal with. Just gonna close this. Just minimize it. Okay, good. All right. Hey guys.
Oh,
Faisal and Andre here, and welcome. Today we have more stuff to share, and this time we have pushed the go live button on Facebook, whereas last time we just posted on YouTube. But anyways, welcome. And today's discussion is going to be about aspects of focus. And a few things we'll be covering is why is focus important in your life? Can you be unfocused and be unsuccessful at anything and be successful at anything? And motivation is based on the vision, not the results. And we're going to get into more detail. And Andre is going to, as I ask questions to Andre, he's going to elaborate a little bit more. So, Andre, welcome.
this is our third.
Yes, our third, exactly.
I was wondering if we were going to make it,
That's right. Yeah,
but we made a commitment to do it. So
that's right.
we're going to do it ugly.
Exactly. We're going to do it ugly. Exactly. We're here. Okay, so great. Yeah, and just just what he said, we're here and we're prepared to do it. Andre and I have had our moments just like everyone else throughout our day, but we're here to motivate each other and lift each other up, and
Yeah.
we are determined. And
Do you want me to sing for you?
sure, you can sing and dance. Oh, we'll get
Forget the dancing.
that's right. Well, we'll get you to do that on TikTok. Okay, how
Okay.
about that?
I would love to do
Okay.
that on TikTok.
All right.
People usually just stand there and go,
Yes.
he's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Just a reminder, check us out at ramenwellness.com and also subscribe below or add any comments. And you can also reach out to us via email, and we're here to answer any questions. So first question, Andre,
Yes.
why is focus important in your life or in general?
Oh, okay. Well, I think focus is important because you need to marshal the energy. And if the energy is dissipated, it does nothing.
Yes.
And a good example of that is a magnifying glass. If you take a magnifying glass,
Yeah.
the sun is shining outside, and you hold up just a piece of glass over
Yes.
over the sun, it
Yeah.
will just reflect the sun.
That's
It's not going to do anything.
Correct.
But the concentration of rays from a magnifying glass,
Yeah.
you can start a fire. You can burn through wood,
Yeah.
paper. You can burn yourself
You're
if
right.
you hold it on your hand and
Yeah.
the sun is you know. So
Yeah.
so it's a focusing of the energy that is so very important.
Okay.
Energy dissipated goes nowhere, but
That's right.
energy focused
Yeah.
creates heat,
Heat.
light, and can do wonderful things
That's right.
if one is focused.
Yes, you brought back memories of when I was a kid. My dad gave me my first magnifying glass, just a plastic one, but you can see that it had a focal point.
Right.
And I focused it on a piece of paper he was telling me, and it was on a hot day, and it was a sharp point. I couldn't even look at that point because it was so bright, intense, and it burnt the paper.
Yeah.
And all these kids around me go, "Oh, how'd you do that?" And they're
Yeah.
all amazed. And
Yeah. So
Yeah.
focus is an important thing in life, and I
Right.
think those are just some practical examples of focus. But
yes,
you have a situation where you're required to focus. Tell us
Oh.
about it.
yes. So in the sport I do, target shooting, which I have taken up recreationally, I've competed in many different competitions and stuff around the world, and what I do usually, I do this weekly on a weekly basis. It's my out, what I do to get out a little just for a couple hours.
It's your form of golfing.
Yeah, for my golfing, exactly. So I go to a range, I shoot at 20 yards, but it's a scaled down target, and we are trying to literally hit a pin dot at 20 yards, right?
Wow.
It's not easy, right? But I have the right tools, I have the right equipment to consistently do that, but you still have to be focused. You
Right.
like, and we're talking we're not using scopes here. These are all open sights,
Wow.
and we're trying to center a dot.
Right.
So imagine trying to center a dot consistently all the time, and it's a
Yeah.
moving target. You gotta move
Yes.
like on different things. You're not even on this, so you gotta adjust your body angle, all this kind of
Right.
stuff. So, it's all about a feeling, just like in
Yeah.
golf. You got the golf swing. The swing has to be the same, the
Yeah.
feeling, everything. Same with
So-
target. So
Let me ask you something. If you if your mind is all over the place,
Yes,
but you're looking at the thing, but
Yeah.
your mind is like, oh, I gotta pick up the
Yeah.
kids, I've got to go do the groceries,
Yes.
I gotta wash the floor,
yes,
I gotta cook the meal.
yeah.
If you're doing all of that,
Yeah.
can you still hit the target?
You can hit the target, but you will not probably hit a consistent, you can hit the target, but you may not consistently hit a 10. You
Okay,
may drop a point,
right,
or you might drop 2 points, right?
Yeah.
Depending, right?
Right.
So if your mind starts to wander, I'll give you an example. You're going in for a good score, just say it's out of 100, and you're basically one shot away from getting a perfect score, and you're thinking about your last shot.
yes,
You know, oh, it's my last shot. If I goof it up, oh, and you pull the trigger.
right,
Well, there you go. You lost a point. There you go.
Right.
Now you have a 99 instead of 100.
right,
And here in the game that I'm doing, every point matters. Because
okay,
at the end of the total, when you're done your 6 targets, you're gonna look back and say, oh, I got a whatever, you shot at whatever, 597 or 598 out of 100. You said, at 1 point, it could have been a 599. I
yes,
could have been 2 points better than my average, or whatever the case may be. But no, if your mind is not focused on what you're doing, basically I have to do is blank everything out of my mind, and I'm just downrange.
right,
I cannot even think about anything because
Right.
it's only for 20-30 minutes. That's your focus. After that, you can get up.
right,
And actually, prior to me lying down and preparing and getting ready to fire the shot, I also think about the target, think about my aiming,
mhm,
like how you talk about, we'll get to that after, but I also think about the target, think about me hitting that 10.
yeah,
And I go through the sequence of the 20 targets prior to me lying down because I'm
Yeah.
getting my mind ready,
yes,
right? And yeah, it's so important.
Yeah.
And that's what separates an intermediate or mediocre, shooter from one who's really good, is because they're able to say, no, you take it one shot at a time.
yes,
So even your last shot is your one shot.
yes,
You don't ever think it's your last shot.
okay,
It's one shot at a time. One
Yeah.
shot. You don't even think about last shot.
Yeah.
Even when you're on your last shot. Oh,
Yeah.
I used to, even in my younger days shooting, I used to think, oh no, I have 5 more shots remaining,
mhm,
or something like that. So
Yeah.
that being said, yeah, focus is very critical. Another thing I've learned about focus is that, the definition of focus, I'm sure you know this, is follow one closely until successful.
wow,
That's especially in business. Follow one closely until successful, right?
I've
So-
never heard that before.
No,
Seriously,
yeah, so I've heard that, and
that's what you call what,
The-
an acronym.
acronym, the
Yes.
definition for focus,
Yes.
right? So that's what I look at in
Tell me
business.
again one more time.
Follow
Yeah.
one closely until successful,
Very good.
right? So focus is a
I just
critical-
learned something.
Yeah, and that's something I kind of stuck with my business because I have people like you and other higher mentors who are in my game.
Yeah.
I'm learning
Yeah.
from them because if I don't follow them closely, how am
Yeah.
I going to learn? How am I going to get better? We all are in different stages and steps in
Yeah.
our business, in our health, or whatever it is that we need.
I quoted this last week and it bears repetition. Where the mind goes, the person follows.
Yeah. Where the
You
mind
know,
goes, yes.
I think that
That's
is
a good
so
one.
true.
Yes.
Where the mind goes, the person follows.
Yes.
So the mind is such a powerful instrument.
Yes,
And, scripture says, gird up your mind, take control of it,
that's right.
like rein it in.
Yes.
It's like holding a horse. You
Yeah.
rein it in.
Right, it is. Yeah,
Because if you don't do that, you'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things we want to do in life is be successful, whether it be in marriage, business, family,
yeah,
relationships. We want to be successful.
Correct.
And so the whole aspect of focusing in on it and
Yeah.
and dealing with it is so very important.
that's right. And also we should be also mindful of the seasons of life.
Mhm.
I feel I'm in a season of kind of almost like a feeling of growth.
Okay.
I feel I don't have much, like, I feel like there's some growing for me to do, some learning to do.
Right.
It's just a struggle. It's not easy for me right now, but it's I feel like I'm in a season of growth, and
Well,
But
I think even at my age,
Yeah.
I mean, I think longevity.
Yes.
Because we've talked about longevity on our first one.
that's right.
One of the things is if you are growing as a person or seeking to grow or seeking to improve, that that gives you a reason to live,
Yes,
you know,
That's
because
right.
you're reaching,
yes,
not reaching back, but reaching forward
yes,
to situations and circumstances and opportunities
yes.
that will give you the opportunity of growing.
Growing, yeah, and also even longevity in your life.
Yeah.
Extending on. I know many people in the shooting community that I know they're in their 80s and 85s.
And they're
Yeah,
still shooting.
shooting, and not even that. A couple of years ago, I knew a mentor of mine who was in his 80s. He made the Commonwealth Games at 80 years old, oldest man to ever make it. Talk about focus of this guy, and he was
Right.
determined individual. Made the Commonwealth Games, represent his country, Canada, and with another lady, and it was amazing. It was first time in history,
Right.
and you know,
So,
So,
you
yeah.
know, regardless of your age,
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
whether
exactly.
you're, I think, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
It's easier to focus as you get older. Because we may not have as many distractions.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
who wants
Yeah.
you when you're over 60? Nobody really. So
Correct.
so the opportunity to sort of you know, focus in on what you want. And
Yeah.
most, like, I remember when I was 18, I
Yeah.
didn't have a clue what I wanted.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
what do I want?
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, how about a hamburger?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, that was,
exactly.
you know, like it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah, hamburger night on the beach, and
yeah,
let's go to the pub in the evenings. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah.
I know, and
So I think, and as you go along, you see in your life people who have lived unfocused lives,
Yes.
and they're not successful lives.
no,
You know,
no. They're just going on doing like
Yeah.
kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Scattered.
Yeah.
And
no direction.
no direction,
I think-
and it's the same thing when you're at the range or anything like that. You don't go to a range if you're trying to hit a pinhead target. You're not going to go there with a shotgun,
right,
right? You have to be laser focused,
right.
right? So are we coming in with our 12 shotguns, 12 gauge shotguns, or are we coming with our sniper type of attitude? So you know that's key, right?
Yeah.
Same thing even what you do with
pickleball.
Pickleball. I
Yeah.
mean, you gotta hit some straight shots sometimes to,
Yeah.
to put it in a place where the guy's not gonna,
Yeah, that's right.
or anybody that can touch it. Yeah. So, anyways, no, that's good. Thank you, Andrea, for that. And so the next, this is gonna lead us to our next one is: can you be unfocused and be successful in anything? I mean,
It's sort of a,
kind of like
it's not a stupid question, right?
Yeah.
And I brought up the question, so you
Yeah.
can say I'm
no,
stupid. No.
nothing's ever stupid.
You know, no, I don't think you can do. There can be some element of success, but it's going to be muted because you're not going to experience your full potential
Yes.
in the situation
Yeah.
if you're not focused. You will have some success,
Yeah.
but it will be muted. You know, it
Yeah.
will be
Yeah.
dissipated like the sun.
Right,
it's
right.
it's going to have some effect,
Yes.
but
not a huge-
not the powerful effect you want it to have.
That's right.
you
That's
know,
right. And
so.
I can testify to that over the last few years, even being in the online world. You know how scattered online world can be.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty crazy what's out there, and you can
Right.
dive into something and not even have a sense of guidance.
Right.
And that mentorship and that guidance of having a coach or mentor beside you is 100% key, because they keep you grounded and
Right.
they keep you focused.
Yeah, well,
Right.
I mean, Tiger Woods,
Yeah.
for as good as he is, he's
Yeah.
a billionaire.
Yeah.
I mean, he has what, 2 or 3 coaches?
Yes. Yes.
Swinging coach and
Yes.
this coach and that coach.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
and he pays them.
He pays them. Yeah. But you know this, the whole stuff that went on with him.
Right.
He lost his focus.
Yes.
He went tumbling down,
Right.
right, for a while, and he's now picking himself up, but he's still not to where he was.
Yeah.
Right. Complete.
Yeah.
I guess success and all the stuff that got to him.
Right.
And
Yeah.
went as far. But yeah. Anyways, okay, so like, what's your thoughts about having a purpose, obviously a focus and a vision, right? Those are 3 critical areas. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more on those?
Purpose.
A purpose, focus, and a vision.
Yeah, definitely. I think having purpose in your life is very important, and you don't necessarily discover your purpose early. I think it's a matter of a process
Okay.
that you come to realize what's important to you.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
and so purpose is very important. There's a gentleman by the name of Rick Warren that wrote The
Yes.
Purpose-Driven Life.
Yes, I read that
And,
book.
and that is an incredible book. I haven't read the book. I need to get it on audio. I'm not a
Yeah.
reader. So I'm an occasional reader and avid listener.
Okay.
But the purpose-driven life, I mean, it sold millions of copies.
Yes.
And it, for the simple reason that people want purpose in their life, and without purpose or direction in your life, your life becomes meaningless.
Mhm.
And I think that's one of the reasons
Mhm.
people live long. Longevity
Yeah.
happens is because people have a purpose. They have a reason.
Okay.
They have a reason to get out of bed in the morning
Yeah.
and do something.
Correct.
You know, not just sit around on the porch and whittle wood.
You're right.
You
Yeah.
know, with their.
Well,
So
now
that's
that you mentioned that book, I read that book probably about maybe 15 years ago.
yes.
It's been a while, but it might be on my bookshelf here.
Okay.
That's a good, that'd be a good thing to pick up and,
Yeah.
refresh the mind.
Refresh.
Refresh,
So
yeah.
so having a purpose in your life. And,
Yes.
you know, I'll tell you my purpose. My purpose is, number one, to honor God in my life,
Yeah.
and to help others, and you know, so that for me is a big deal.
Yeah.
And helping people move from pain to prosperity and
Yeah.
health
Yes.
is another strong reason
Yes.
for my purpose.
That's right.
Giving back
Yeah.
to others and helping those that are less fortunate. I think
Yeah.
we are so blessed here in this country of Canada,
Yeah.
in spite of the snow,
Yeah.
that
Which we just got snow.
yeah,
3 centimeters, enough for,
yeah,
enough
yeah.
to,
My car was in the garage. So
yeah.
it's-
Lucky you.
But yeah, so having a really strong purpose, and
Yeah.
and I think you and I feel the same way in our
Yeah.
business. Although it is a business and we're here to make money,
Yeah.
there is a purpose behind it.
That's right. Yes.
We only by serving mankind
Yeah,
do we prosper.
that's right.
Not taking for myself,
No, no.
but by serving others,
Yes.
and out of that, our service to others, we get remunerated,
That's right.
receive money,
Yes.
which we in turn can turn back again
Again, yes,
because we have more than we need,
correct.
and so that just
So it's
Fuel-
almost like a recycling of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it fuels the whole purpose aspect.
That's
you know?
right. Yeah. And you always, and with that purpose, you're moving forward with a focus. It's not about take like this
No.
world is, take
Yeah.
here and here, I just need
Yeah.
to sell as many as I can and, okay, on to the next. We still have that purpose of
Right.
serving mankind.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
No, that's
and,
very
and,
good.
and you know, not blowing my own horn,
Yeah.
one of the things we decided in our business
Yeah.
was that we would give back to the people we're in contact with,
yes,
and one of the things we do, we offer free health consultations.
that's right.
We pay for it. They either through us or someone else that we work very closely with.
Yes,
We offer these free health consultations without strings.
without strings. That's
You know,
right.
if they don't want to follow the advice,
Yeah,
hey, what
exactly.
are you gonna do?
yes,
But we know that what we have given them is the best we know.
that's right.
And
Yes.
and it would be the best that we would do for ourselves. So we
Right.
offer that in turn.
Okay,
Some follow through and some don't. And you
Yeah.
know what? It's not my responsibility whether they follow through or not.
that's right. You're right. All we can do is share, and then
Yeah.
if they're open to having that we don't necessarily have to be on the call. That can be strictly with the person
Yeah,
who's doing it, and
right. So
yeah.
that's an idea of the purpose, because
That's
one
right.
of the things I really feel very strongly about is
Yeah.
I did not want people to feel, well, if I do this, I have to. No.
Yeah.
I like to point out to people that you are in control
yes,
of the situation.
Uh-huh.
All we have, we're offering a gift. And
That's
I think it comes back to that whole aspect of gift.
that's right.
We're offering the gift of good health
Yes,
and some direction, and it's up to the person to accept it.
That's right.
Not everybody does.
yes, and just to elaborate on that, not only just we can provide a free consultation, which is paid for, we can also provide, which is paid for by us, sorry, we can also provide free ebooks, resources, videos, training materials. All you have to do is just send us an email. All you have to do is just reach out and we will send you what you want.
Yeah.
And that is just information so that you learn on your own time and then come back to us. And, we can talk about it. We can get a little bit more in depth about it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have questions and we're just trying to be open with you about all this. So, but like I said, all that information you can just send me either a message through Messenger, send me an email, whatever it is. We're here to provide value and educate you, right? Is that correct? Yeah.
Sure.
So okay. So going on to our next topic. So would you like to elaborate a little bit about motivation? I know,
Right.
we discussed about how
Yeah, we did a little bit.
Yes. Motivation is based on the vision, not the result.
Right. People say, when I get so-and-so, then
Yeah.
I'll be motivated. No,
Yes.
motivation comes from the vision. What do you want your life to look like? What do you see your life?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be 5 years from now?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be 6 months from now?
Yeah.
What do you want your life to look like?
Yeah.
And I think having a vision of your future is very important.
Yes.
And again, that's whole part of the longevity thing.
Yes.
If you don't, the Bible says, without vision, the people perish. If you don't have an idea of what you want out of life and where you want your life to go, you got nothing,
You
man.
got nothing. Yeah.
You got nothing.
Exactly.
So vision, so motivation. Your motivation is not based on the results.
Yes.
Well, when I get this, then I'll be happy. Or
Correct.
motivation is based on the vision.
The vision. That's right.
Of what you want in your life.
And that's a good point because that's something I need to look back at and because the vision always at times changes, right?
Right.
And we need to refine it, and I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Because many times I've been caught focusing on the results, and not the vision.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, and that's something I need to go back at.
Right.
And okay, great. So no, I think that's great. I think we covered a lot of good stuff on the aspects of focus. The purpose, focus, the vision, the motivation. There's a lot of good stuff that here. So was there anything else, Andre?
No, I just want to say thank you for joining us as we just share with you little nuggets that we have learned. And I believe, we can all learn from one another, regardless of our ages.
That's right.
We can learn from a young person. You can learn from an old person.
Yes.
And a middle-aged person.
That's right.
Whoever
it is. Yeah.
But these are some of the keys, I think, that if we focus on them, like the aspect of focus,
exactly,
and the aspect of purpose. I mean, the whole aspect of purpose, it happens over time. Not the whole idea is not to beat up on yourself. I don't know what my purpose is. Well, you know what? Give it a chance. Let things develop in your life, because then you will develop a purpose, a passion.
Yes.
And staying in your bedroom and thinking you're going to find it, you're not going to find it there. You have to be out with people, because you get input from people.
Exactly.
And so that's very important. So,
that's right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Comment below.
Yeah.
We love comments, good, bad, and indifferent. If they're bad, it's all his fault.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to you follow us on YouTube. And thank you for joining us. And we'll be back here next Wednesday, roughly about the same time, around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.
You.
Okay, take care.